Hi, I'm Jeannie Dominguez with Pacific Sotheby's. Look at all this gorgeous sunshine. I'm in Southern California, where we also have rising energy costs. So today I'm going to talk to you about solar energy and how important it is in California. If you're thinking about purchasing a home that has an existing solar system, there's a lot of important things you need to know. So today I brought an expert. I have with me Trevor Decker from Final Phase Energy. He's going to educate us all.
Hi everybody, my name is Trevor Decker. I'm with Final Phase Energy. We are licensed certified C10 contractor and certified NABCET professionals, and we are located in San Diego County.
Trevor, thanks so much for meeting us here today.
Sure.
So why is it so important for a buyer to have a solar inspection instead of just a home inspection when they might be buying a home that already has solar?
Right, well, when you're purchasing a home, it's probably one of the most expensive investments that you're going to make in your lifetime. Next best might be your car. The third typically is going to be that solar system. So just like anything else, we have it inspected and looked at, and it's usually preferred to do it with a licensed professional who they can really get under the hood and take a look at your full system.
What kind of things would you be looking for on this, say this home in particular?
The first and foremost is to take a look at it. Is the system even working? I mean, that's kind of the brass tacks of it. Is everything operational and doing as mentioned or as labeled on the side of that equipment? I'll do a full inspection of the equipment down low to make sure there aren't any safety concerns. Is it securely fastened? Is there anything that could possibly pose a threat to the new home buyer, or even the homeowner themselves as they're still there and living in the home? The third thing is to actually get up on the roof and take a close look at the equipment itself. It's usually pretty easy to see if there's a broken panel on the roof, but that's one of the first things that I'm looking for. Do I see any broken tiles in this case with a tile roof? Do I see anything that might compromise the roof's integrity that's associated with that solar equipment?
Okay, so if my buyer wants to purchase this home, how would they know if the amount of solar panels and solar energy existing here, how do we know if that's enough for their family's needs?
Sure, and that's a common question that I get. And really a couple of variables depend on the new homeowner that's buying the home and their demand and their needs. So we can take a look at their previous home, and maybe if it's in the realm of what they're purchasing now, or maybe it's slightly bigger and they have a new appetite, maybe a new family member that's coming into the home. Oftentimes, usually the system was sized for that specific home. But earlier, Jeannie, you and I had an offset conversation that maybe there's a single couple, just two folks that live in the home, and a new family is moving into that same property. So they're obviously going to have more of a demand and more of an appetite for energy consumption. So we can have those conversations, but really until you're in the home, you're just going to be looking at historics and then kind of what you've done in the past.
So, a lot of first-time home buyers are very budget conscious, and I think it's an advantage to having existing solar because it's going to lower their energy costs. Is this true? Are they still going to have an electric bill every month? How does that work?
Absolutely. That's a great question, Jeannie. The system that is designed and installed on their home is definitely going to be a huge benefit for them. Without solar, obviously, there is no benefit from utilizing that sun's energy to help offset some of your utility bills. So you're already winning if you have a system with solar on it. But what it comes down to, is it enough to cover your complete bill? And that really kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier in the size and design of what's needed for your home. Regardless, even if it's not completely enough to offset the entire bill itself, you're still saving money in that regard. Anything extra is tied to the utility company, so you'll just consume what's extra is needed from the utility company themselves.
Okay, so Trevor, this home already has solar panels on the roof, but I look down this gorgeous hill and I see more solar panels. What's up with that?
Right, well, as we mentioned earlier, sometimes you're limited by the roof real estate that you have available. So you have other options. We can go to the ground. If you have the yard space, there's absolutely the option to add additional solar panels down to that location. We call them ground mounts. So we fix everything to the ground itself and then basically build a rack, a nice beautiful rack, and put the solar panels on top. One of the neat features about going with a ground mount is that you have the option of where you're not limited on a roof plane, the orientation of a roof plane. But if you have it on the ground, you can orientate it in a better location. The best place to put it is 180 degrees south. You're going to get the most exposure and the most yield from your system. So by going on the ground, you have those options to really get the highest yield, the best bang for your buck.
So hey, I know we just scratched the surface here. There's so much more information that you're probably wondering. Trevor, thank you so much for being here today. If people have more questions, want more information, how can they contact you?
Right, Jeannie, thank you so much for having me out today. It was a real pleasure. If you would like to get some more content, I really enjoy sharing information daily on my Instagram page at Final Phase Energy. And if you had further questions or wanted to just even get to know our company a little bit, or just have a couple of questions as a friendly update on what we do in the industry, you can find our webpage at finalphaseenergy.com. We'd be happy to help you.
Again, thank you so much to Trevor from Final Phase Energy. I really appreciate your time today, and we will see you in the next video.